4 great guys. But unfortunately, we entered 9 meets this year, but we never scored as a team. And the irony of all that is, we went to we had 3 runners at the regional meet. 3 guys at the regional meet. And one of them finishes 14th. Had he not been injured, he probably would have been top 5, 4, 3 easily, one of those places. One of them is 16th, and he's not even running full time. And then Austin comes in 1904 or 5, something like that. Incredible time. And I had coaches, and then 7 teams advanced to the state meet out of this region because of the number of teams. And I had several coaches come up to me and go, if you had 2 average runners, you guys would have been the 4th or 5th team leading the region going to the state meet. But we didn't have 2 average runners. We had 3 great runners and 0 others. And that's how it works. So I just wanted to speak on that for a minute because I'm not sure what the problem is, why. Well, I do know what the problem is. Running is hard. Pure and simple. It's really hard. It requires the least amount of equipment of any sport you'll ever participate in. But it's the hardest sport, I believe. Because it's the physical aspects of it are grueling, but the mental aspects of it are even harder. Because there's many a time, and these guys can attest to that, and we talked about this a lot at practices, where your head's on your quit. And we talk about talking yourself out of that, because that's how it is in life. There's things that come along in life that you want to quit, and you can't. You got to keep going. So it's hard, and that's why we don't have that. Another sophomore showed up this year, I believe, determined to improve both his fitness and his times. Last year, first time he'd ever run. Literally, first time he'd ever run. And I learned that because we would be doing a track workout, and I'm like, all right, we're going to do quarters, and we'd take off, and he'd keep going. And finally, I can't remember who, it might have been Joanne, said, he doesn't know what a quarter is. What? I know what a quarter is if you run track, but so I had to explain to him, quarters 1 lap, 800's 2 laps, that kind of stuff, half. And it was a lesson for me to not assume that these guys know what they're doing. Or know what a track is, I guess. So
you guys should have seen last night when the kid who ran the 800 didn't know that it was 2 laps.
Oh.
I thought it was, and then he was in the 3200 and he didn't know that was 8 laps. Yeah.
He asked for
Yes.
he could take a break between
My
the
favorite
first lap
thing.
and the second lap.
Yeah. Please don't assume.
It reminds me of a story. A coach, he was a coach at Clemson, at a conference once said, he said, if you're going to do track and you suck at it, choose the event that takes the shortest amount of time. He said, for instance, the shot put takes 2 seconds.
Come on now. Why does everyone hate the shot put, guys? I work hard.
You do, Georgia.
And you're an awesome shot putter. He said the 3200 takes, it can take a lot of time. So if you really suck at running, don't choose that event.
Especially when you run into
All right, so I don't know why I digressed into that, but anyway, so he dropped a full 2 minutes from last year to this year and over the course of the season. Ran a season best time of 1906 at the regional meet. One of the best things for me about Austin this year was seeing him open up. I mean, last year as a freshman, quiet, couldn't get a word out of him. Just like, for a while there, I thought I was gonna have to use sign language because I didn't know if he could speak, but he did, and he can. And he comes this year, and we're at practice early in the season, doing hill repeats, and he's yelling to everybody, "Come on, get up here, keep going, doing great." Who is this guy? So it was really cool to see that, and kudos to you for showing that side of yourself. He does still hold the Tuscola all-time record for the most water bottles left after practice. Conservatively estimated to be at 148. So come on up, Eddie. When he showed up tonight, he had his water bottle, and I'm like, I bet you I'm gonna find that thing tonight.
It's right here.
Congratulations, buddy. Thanks. You're welcome. If they're a returning runner, where they did a year before in terms of like a state meet or a conference meet, if the courses are the same, or an improvement over the course of the season from the first meet to the last over the course of the 5K courses that we're running in there. And so the two that, in my opinion, have improved the most are Analia Hill, 76 seconds, and Austin Thomas, 62 seconds.